very much, Sujata. And we have now, you don't want to say something? I'll make it. Mark. Yeah. Okay.
So bringing back to some memory of our request. First of all, thank you very much. When I was asked how to describe myself, I say maybe social activist, because I'm working on a few projects relating our urban development. And but going back to my first project, indeed was public open space, and I would say that bringing back the news archive on the public open space back to 2008 on Metro Harbourville. And to be honest, I was the whistleblower on this case, Metro Harbourville. So I wanted to tell you what happened back then. We discovered the closure of public open space at Metro Harbourville back to 2007, when we were doing the university project. And I say I was a student of Roger at Hong Kong U. And we found that a number of public spaces were not open, but particularly for Metro Harbourville, it was the worst case. And then we wrote a letter to the Lands Department in summer of 2007, well, telling them that it was closed. And then they replied us shortly, and they told us that it was open. They have their staff visiting them. They could get access into the podium open space. And then we had a first meeting. I told them we could not get there. The gate was locked. The lift lobby were not allowed to be accessed by us as a public. And in one occasion, we called the police too. So we tell them that we couldn't get access. And then shortly after, we had the second meeting with Lands Department. And then for that meeting, off record piece, they told us that they admit that it was closed. But they point out that the problem was, because it was not a Lands Department problem, it was a problem from way traced back to Town Planning Board into 1999, when the developer was seeking the conversion from the shipyard, right, into a CDA development. The condition of public open space on the podium was a planning game together with the town planning application. So the Lands Department told us that they would not, and they could not enforce the lease condition on the public aspects to the public open space. And then they told us that, yes, you should, we advise you to get back to Town Planning Board, because Town Planning Board was the guy to create this problem. And yes, we agree. And we agree that we should go back to the Town Planning Board. And then the case go back and forth with letters, with complaints, and then it couldn't get open until we have a headline on in January. It was 20th of January, telling everyone that the public open space was privatized by the developer. And then this public open space was eventually open on the next day, 29th of January. And we all know that it was open by the media, indeed, not by government and by the developer himself. So, so I will take this case because this is a very unique case. This is actually a reasonable case too. It has not yet resolved it. Still, the government is proposing a waiver option for the owners to privatize it eventually. In this matter, I disagree. But I want to bring you this case to a new case of future problem. As I mentioned that when we had a meeting with the Lands Department, they say this problem were not a lands problem, it was a town planning problem. So they would not, or they could not enforce the case.